And that was when you came to work with the firm, right? With the
Yeah.
house. Yes.
Yes, because I've seen him during those troubled times, and for me, I was at that time more in art, but for me, it has been a huge thing, and I have been very impressed, and it was bigger than everything I was able to do by myself, but even it was like something huge, and knowing that, it was important for me uh, to make if he has done that, it was to continue the family history, to
Yes.
keep the company in the family, and without anybody to follow him after, it didn't make sense. So me, I was not the one who was supposed to do, but I asked him to work with him and to learn. And I know that I knew that it would be a long way, but for me, it was important to start and to put my hands into that.
I hear you. Now, you mentioned art there. You actually went to art school in Lyon
Yeah,
with a view towards becoming a professional illustrator. And then you
yeah.
founded your own business in 2002 or thereabouts. So, how did it feel to come from that back into the family firm? Or not back into, for the first time, I guess, into the family firm?
Uh, I felt quite happy because finally, when I was working into art, I was most of the time quite alone. I loved that, but I'm not sure that I was really ready to give everything for that. And when I remember the first day I entered in the office of my father at Taittinger, and it was quite unusual. I felt that it was natural. It was my place. And this is very weird as a feeling, but it was obvious. Then I worked there. I did every job. I started doing the files for the labels,
Oh, yes.
the back labels, everything. And from step by step, I progressed, I improved. Then I became the artistic director, then the marketing director, then the communication and marketing director. And then I became finally the president in 2020.
So, you already had a kind of ambassadorial role up to
Yeah.
that point, but now you are the face of Taittinger.
Mm.
How does that feel?
But I'm not thinking about that. I'm thinking about what I have to do every day to give more value to
I
the
understand.
company, for the wines, for the people, for the vineyards, how to make the best decision to be able to make shine this jewel. So
So
this
you,
is my
you
first thing.
you became president in 2019, just in time for the pandemic.
No, 2020.
It was
The first
2020, so just in time for the pandemic.
perfectly in time.
Now, I'm curious, how did the pandemic affect the business side of things, the luxury market, which champagne undoubtedly is within?
I think that the pandemic at the beginning has been something like a shock for everybody. And I
Yeah.
remember I had a journalist in April who asked me, Vitalie, could you tell me about the financial things, the sales of Taittinger and everything? Say, yes, I can tell you, we have lost 98% of it was kind of big shock because
98%.
yeah, everything was blocked. We were not selling anything, but after months, we
Yes.
recovered, we reorganized everything, and finally, for me, it has been a very maybe one of the best opportunity I will see in my life, because we had almost 2 years to make a very good bilan, to look into the past and to just watch those 15 last years, what
Yes.
we have done, how we worked, how much the pressure was higher, and everything. We just watched that, and after it gave us the time with the direction team to just study what we could do after, and to really think about what we had to improve, what we would like to do, because the pleasure is at the center of everything. And we know that we are here for a long period. So this is very important to do things with pleasure, and because we want it, because this is an envy. So it gave us this precious time to elaborate a big plan. And now
Indeed.
we are just in this plan.
Now, speaking of plans, I've always found Taittinger to be very kind of forward thinking. You have your expansion, your satellite appellation in California, as well as in England. What
Yeah.
do you see on the future horizon for Taittinger as a champagne house?
The first thing is, of course, we have those extensions, the Napa Valley and the Kent, and for me, this is very important to continue to build beautiful wineries. They are able to express their terroir with excellency. So now in Napa Valley, we are very happy. This is a project which is very mature now. But in the Kent, we will release the first wines next year in 2024. So
Wow.
this is very exciting. And for me, this is also a way to do a different project and to test some new things. Of course, the wines, they are already there for the first, and they are beautiful. But after, you have everything to build, and this is fascinating as a project. And for Taittinger, for me, we still have many things to do to improve, and really I want to spend those 10 years to improve each side of the production, of each side of the experience. We are refurbishing all the visitor center,
Oh,
the
yes.
visitor dispositive. So for me, this is very important, because we can do a good wine if we are not able to express truly what we are doing. I think we miss part of the value of this wine, and we don't want to make a lot. We want to make the best and to express in the best way. So the experience is really at the center of the strategy, also to be able to share more than the champagne and the values of the company, but also the culture which is around the champagne. It can be the opera, it can be the music, it can be art, but how to elevate the emotion that you have drinking a glass of champagne, how you can extra large this emotion with art, with culture. For me, this is really something. Then after, we can imagine everything. This is without limit. We can create some new places. We can hire new wineries to express maybe some micro terroirs, but in France. And we can go also in new areas. I have no limit except things that would have no link with our passion, which is the wine.
Indeed, indeed. Thank you so much for giving us such a fascinating insight into your family's champagne house. Hopefully, we will have a chance to share a glass of champagne, whether it be over in Paris, in Rheims, or over here in Ontario at some point in the distant future, or not too distant future.
But I hope so,
Super.
because this is very charming like that. I can see your fireplace, but I would rather prefer being with you.
Next time. Thank you very much.
Next
We'll
time.
speak to you again soon. Bye for now.
Yes.